Hello, good morning.
Sir.
We'll wait for another 1 minute, 2 minutes. Let's see, others are joining. Meantime, let me share my screen. Others are joining. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
We'll wait for another 2 minutes. We'll start then. We understood the meaning of industrial relations. What does it mean? And why it is called industrial relations? What could be the possible relations? Can go well, can spoil. So now, and we also understood the overall concept, what is there in the paper, what is there in the syllabus. This is one important topic. Peace and harmony. We'll talk more on this today. This we can talk about, and it is in your first chapter, peace and harmony. What is peace and harmony? What you understand by peace and harmony? Anywhere in a society, in your village, in your place where you are staying, in your family, if there is no peace, then you don't have anything. ओडिया रे कहले कौन हम पीस माने शांति हार्मोनी जोटा आम कहती माने रिलेशंस भाईचारा the term industrial harmony describe the peaceful and successful collaboration of managers, staff, and other parties in a business or organizational setting. You talk about any business, any settings, any organization, any company. So the dispute can arise from many reasons between employers, between the workers, and between the workers with employers. Suppose you are working in a big organization. That organization can fight with the other organization, or within that organization there are multiple senior management, they can fight themselves. Or you as a employer or a worker, suppose you are working, you can fight with the employer, with your supervisor, or you can fight with your co-worker. So there are many reasons where one conflict may come, one dispute may come. That is called industrial dispute. The question may come in other way. What is the industrial dispute? We'll read about it. What are the possible industrial dispute? What are the different forms of industrial dispute? How the dispute may arise? For that reason, we need peace and harmony. The term industrial harmony describes the peaceful and successful collaboration of managers, staffs, and other parties in a business or organizational setting. A successful collaboration, that means a good relations between managers, staffs, whoever working, and other parties. Who are the other parties? Maybe customers, clients, governments. Who is dealing with the business? Who are your stakeholders? You are working on an organization. So if you are talking to 10 people, so what kind of relations you have? So this slide is mainly talk about the meaning of peace and harmony. So there are different points. We'll go through it one by one. This means living together without any violence. Everyone is staying happily, not fighting with each other, not having any violence. କୌଣସି ହିଂସା ନାହିଁ, କୌଣସି ମାଡ଼ଗୋଳ ନାହିଁ, କିଛି ନାହିଁ. You are staying happily. It could be in your family, it could be in your village, it could be in your society, in your apartment. So that means you can say that everyone is staying peacefully. Second thing, it is necessary for the development and growth of the organization. In an organization, if properly peace is maintained, harmony is maintained, that means an organization can grow properly. If you have internal problem, if you have a dispute, if you are talking with many people, fighting with many people, you cannot grow. You cannot think about your personal learning. You cannot think about your growth. You cannot think about your development. So that is what we are saying in the second point. It is necessary for the development of growth of the organization. So if organization having internal peace, then only they can focus on the other things. Helps in getting inner satisfaction. Helps in getting inner satisfaction. If you are internally well, you are having good relations with others, you are getting a different type of satisfaction. You think about yourself. If you are fighting with your parents, fighting with your siblings, fighting with your brothers, then you with your friend, you don't have good relations, then you have a lot of problem in your life. You are not satisfied internally. If you have good relations with everyone, then you are satisfied. You can focus on yourself. Everyone is taking care of you and you are taking care of everyone. Helps in getting inner satisfaction. Everyone should treat equally. And there is no partiality. If you are having good relations with everyone, that there is no question you can treat others as inferior or superior. So everyone is treating equally and considering equally. It promotes unity among people. So internally, people are getting promoted or getting that motivation that we are together. If you are fighting with your siblings, your brother, that means you are alone. If you are staying together, your brother is supporting you or you are supporting your brother, that means your unity is good. So this peacefulness, this harmony environment promotes the unity among the people. When there is a unity, people are living happily. If you are together, you are happy. It is our duty to maintain peace and harmony. So it's us, it's within us, and it's depending on ourselves how you can maintain the peace and unity in the environment. This slide is mainly talks about the meaning of peace and harmony. The term industrial harmony describes the peaceful, successful collaboration of manager staff. Whoever is working in the organization, it could be the employer and employee and customer. So it's a peaceful collaboration between all the people, all the parties involved in the organization. So that is called the peacefulness, industrial peaceful. So if everyone is together, they are not fighting each other, they are not debating each other, they are not quarreling each other, and that encourages a lot of things. So that means you will get your inner satisfaction. You will be motivated to do more, and you will be focusing your growth and development. That is what we are talking about, all these points. If you are not having any peace, that means everything is going in a negative direction. You are not able to focus on your learning, your growth, your development. You are not satisfied. You are not united. So, with whom you are working, with your colleague, with your co-workers, you are fighting, you are not united, you don't live happily. This is what we are talking about in this point. So this means it's our duty, it's our responsibility to maintain the peacefulness and harmonious atmosphere in an organization wherever we are working. It could be your society, it could be your family, it could be your office, it could be your workplace. So everywhere you have to maintain that peace. It is our duty to maintain. Next thing we'll understand why this is required, why peace required, what are the different possible problem and dispute and conflict in the industry. I was talking sometimes before industrial disputes, industrial conflict. If such dispute can happen, then this peace is required. If peace is not there, what are the different possible dispute can happen? Different form of dispute, we can talk about that. We understand the peace. In the next slide, we'll go through it. Why peace and harmony? Why we need peace and harmony? So all these points are different kind of dispute, different problem in the industry, in the organization. Strike. You know the word strike. You are very aware of it. What does it mean, strike? That means quitting the work, not doing any work. some organizations, some companies, some employees, they declared a strike. That means they are not going to work for some days, for some demand. If the organization, if the company understand that quitting the work by group of workers, so they quit the work with some demand to the management, to the government. There are different types of strike. I have mentioned here, we'll discuss that. Sympathetic strike, strike, support, strike or oblique support to the other group of workers on a strike. Suppose there is a particular company declared strike, and I am in a similar nature of that. So what will happen? I will simply join with them and I will say, okay, I support that strike. That means I am supporting that company, whoever giving strike, whoever declaring strike, without doing anything, I declared that I support that. That is called sympathetic strike. Strike to the other groups. Suppose one bank is State Bank of India is giving strike, is declaring strike, then Canada Bank is also joining with them. So they have the similar problem, they have the same demand. They are saying, okay, the State Bank is giving, they are declaring strike. They are not working, we also not work. So Canada Bank is also joining with State Bank of India. So that means they are sympathetic. This is called sympathetic strike. General strike for common demand on the workers' conscience. What is general strike? Generally, I have seen, suppose railway employee or postal employee or bank employee who has some general demands on their employers and their government. So that is called general strike. So here in the above example, I have given State Bank of India. So whoever Canada Bank joined with State Bank of India, that is sympathetic strike. But State Bank of India has declared the strike with some demand. That is sympathetic. That is general strike. Generally, they declare. Sit down strike. Workers stop doing work but also do leave the place of work. It is also known as sit down strike. Workers will be in the organization, in the workplace, but they are not doing any job. They are not doing any work. That is called sit down strike. They simply leave the work. They don't contribute to the organization. That is called sit down strike. They are in the office, but they will not work. Slow down strike. That is another strike, another type of strike where the people slow down their productivity. Suppose you are producing a product, 50 product in a day. So you will slow down to 10. So knowingly you will not work for to produce 50, you will produce 10 only. So that means another 40 units you are not producing. So that is a loss for the company. So that is one way of strike. So where you are reducing your productivity, you are reducing the company's policy. There is another type of strike is seek out or seek in. Seek out strike is what? When everyone is going on leave. Suppose in an organization there are 100 people. All those 100 people, they are unitedly putting sick leave on particular day. You are entitled to sick leave, to get sick leave. You have sick leave. Sick leave तमरा application अच्छी तुम नहीं पारिबो तुम समस्ते कथबार्ता है गोटे दिन एटा पॉसिबल नहीं गोटे दिन समस्ते को देह खराब किंतु समस्ते गोटे दिन काम करिया को इच्छा नहीं यू हैव अप्लाइड सिक लीव that is one type of strike. So this could be the problem in an organization. So this is called industrial conflict or dispute. Another thing is lockout. Steps taken by the employer to pressure on workers. Close down workplace until the workers agreed to on the terms and conditions are given by the employer. This term you may be aware. So तुम्हें सुनी थी वो lockout. Sometimes the factory, this is more or less related to the factory, the construction unit. It could happen from on the behalf of the employee or employer. Company को lockout कर दो कहीं, अब बंद कर दो. Then no one can work in the company, no one can enter into the company. The machineries, the workplace, the factories, the production unit is completely closed. So this step will taken mostly by the employer, whoever is the top management of the organization. So entirely the workplace will be closed out of that. Lockout. Close down the workplace until the workers agree and the terms and conditions are given by the employer. Suppose as an employer, you have some conditions, you have some demand. Employer has to agree on it. If they are not agreeing, they are not accepting your demand, then you may lock out the environment. You may close the environment until they accept it. Another thing is Gerau. This is one action you must have knowing. To capture one office, suppose you have a problem in your society, in your village, you are going to capture the mandal office, block office, or the panchayat office. Action taken by workers under which they restrict the employer to leave the work premises. It is illegal according to the law. So you can put someone in the trouble. That means you are closing the office and not allowing to the officials, to the employer to leave outside the office. So people are working, you can capture, you can close the outside gate, no one can come outside. That is called Gherau. Picketing when workers are not allowed to report for the work by reporting some men at the factory gates at industry. Picketing is something, suppose you are going inside and someone is stopping you to work and go inside. Someone is stopping to the main entrance, main gate to allow you to work. That is legal. The first one is illegal. Second one is illegal. As long as you don't have any violence, any quarrel, any fighting. So these are the different form of industrial dispute. So if you don't have internal peace and harmony, so you can have all these things. You can have strikes, lockout, gherav, picketing, everything. So the peace and harmony is required each and every organization. So unless you have this, you will have this as an outcome of the organization where you don't have peace internally. We understood this slides, what is the meaning of peace and harmony and why we need peace and harmony. So what are the different, so this slide what I am showing can come in a different way. The question can come, what is why you need peace and harmony, what is the industrial dispute, what is the conflict. So you can write down all these things. Once you understand the concept, so the question language may come in different words. So if you have everything correct, all the relationship good in your organization, you will not have strike, you will not have lockouts and gherav, you will not have anything. So this could be the reason for industrial disputes, conflicts. So for this reason, we need peace and harmony. We have another couple of slides. We'll take a quick break here. Then we'll complete this peace and harmony. In the same link, you can join. Maybe maximum 5 minutes. Now it's 30, 35. We can join in the same link. Then we can complete this piece. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.